I'm Yoshiro Kimura. I worked at the product development department. I enjoyed working there, but I was really clumsy. Ever since I was a kid.
Hello!
Aimi, what's up?
Huh? I wasn't talking to you.
That's my wife, Aimi. She worked at the same company. We used to be really good together, but I don't know. She was really friendly to the other employees, though. Like this guy in my department, Sho Takahashi. I didn't like him very much.
Yoshiro, you're a lucky man to have her. You gotta step it up.
Right. Good luck on your presentation next week, but I saw your PowerPoint. It wasn't very good. He was a relative of the CEO. He was a spoiled brat. He was good at sucking up to people, but to others, he was a total jerk. Things at home weren't going well either. Aimi didn't even talk to me anymore. Sometimes she came home drunk. She stopped doing housework altogether, and whenever I tried to talk to her, she snapped at me. And her parents were causing me a headache too. They were constantly asking me when I was getting a promotion. I was under a lot of stress. I wanted to talk to someone, but I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't know what to do anymore. Snap out of it. I gotta step it up! But I wasn't ready to give up just yet. The big presentation was coming up next week. If I nail this, maybe I can turn things around. So I stopped feeling sorry for myself and got to work. But then, a few days before the presentation, Aimi came home late. She was wasted. I was really stressed out, and we got into this argument. What are you doing out so late? I can't do everything around the house! I got work to do!
Fine. Let's get a divorce then.
Huh? She said she wanted a divorce. I wasn't expecting that. Then she told me she was with a guy. She didn't even try to hide it! I was done with her. Why did I put up with her all these years? I should have done this a long time ago. She'll never change. It's over. I signed the divorce papers and handed them in the next day. But then, something happened. What the? Takahashi! He stole my entire presentation! I spoke out immediately, but...
You're the one that stole my idea! Shame on you!
What? No, you're the one that stole my idea! It was his word against mine, and since he was related to the CEO, everyone believed him instead of me! Everyone in the department heard about this before the day was over. Everyone sided with Sho. People were talking behind my back. I didn't even know what to say anymore. I could try and explain things to them, but screw it! I decided to leave the company. I was done. I handed in my resignation a week after the presentation. Then, about 2 weeks after the divorce, I went to the office to get some of my stuff. But then, I saw my ex and Takahashi flirting. They were all over each other! Hey, what the hell is going on? Wait a minute. You two?
Let's go somewhere else to talk. So, what were you about to say?
You two were working together? To kick me out of the company?
You figured that out, huh?
You didn't know? How dumb are you?
They started laughing in my face! I was devastated! So Aimi and Sho have been seeing each other for a while now, and I was in their way, so they decided to kick me out of the company! Aimi stole my presentation data while I was asleep, and handed it to him!
She was way out of your league anyways.
Yeah, and your career was going nowhere.
You snooze, you lose!
And don't even think about suing us. It's our word against yours, and who's gonna believe you, huh?
I didn't even know what to say to them! I was furious! I never wanted to see them again! I left the company without saying anything! I knew I had to move on. So I got a new job in a different industry. I cut all ties with my ex and the others to start fresh. A few years later, I was happily married now. We had a baby on the way. Things were finally starting to look up for me. But then one weekend, the police showed up at my doorstep. We need to ask you a few questions about your ex-wife. Huh? Last night, someone threw a rock into her house and she said it was you. What? Hold on! I was working late last night, and I haven't seen her since the divorce! But, she said you've been harassing her for years. The officer handed me a piece of paper. It was a screenshot of her inbox. It was full of emails sent by me. Wait, obviously these were fake. Apparently, she told the officer that I'd been harassing her for years now. I did my best to explain to him that none of this was true. After that, the officer left. I had no idea what was going on. Then, a few minutes later, I got this call from an unknown number. I had a bad feeling about this.
Yoshiro, did the cops come?
Ugh, what the hell, Aimi?
You're the one that's been harassing me. You want to get back with me, don't you?
What?
All I wanted was to be happy with Sho. I'm gonna sue you. You better pay up.
What? Are you being serious? She kept telling me to pay her for damages. I kept telling her that it wasn't me, but she didn't believe me. I didn't have time for this, so I hung up the phone. But she kept calling me, telling me to pay up. I went to go see a lawyer for the first time in my life, but my wife was pregnant, so I didn't want to make a big deal out of this. But then, something unexpected happened. One day, after work, I got a call from my wife.
Hey, you need to come home right now.
What happened? I ran home as fast as I could. Hey, what are you doing?
There you are. So you got remarried, huh? I heard her voice. She sounds pretty lame.
Yeah, no wonder you missed Aimi. Pay up, or we'll make you lose your job again.
I was willing to forget about what they did to me. But not anymore! They think they can show up to my house, threaten my pregnant wife, and get away with it? Think again! I decided to take action. Fine. I'll figure something out.
Oh, okay, good.
But I need some time. I'll call you once everything is ready.
Good.
You can pay us in installments. You're probably broke as hell, so we'll go with it.
Then they went home. Idiots. A few weeks later, all the pieces were coming together. Almost done. I called Aimi and Sho and set up a meeting, but they said they were busy. It took us a while to set a date. Then, 3 days later, they finally came to see me.
Sorry for the wait.
Unlike you, we're busy, so...
So, you got the money?
No.
What? You said you had this under control!
I wasn't talking about getting you guys the money. I needed time to prepare my case against you two.
What?
First of all, you cheated on me while we were still married.
Hold on, that was years ago.
So? It hasn't been 3 years yet, so I can still sue you.
What? No way! Just kidding. You think I didn't know that?
You're an idiot!
I told you I was cheating on you on November 10th. But today is November 11th. It's been more than 3 years.
We knew you'd try something like this. That's why we delayed the meeting.
Yeah, you thought you got us, didn't you? You're such an idiot.
Actually, I wasn't gonna sue you for that.
Oh, stop lying. It's pathetic.
I was planning to sue you, Sho.
What? But it's been 3 years!
That law only applies to the ex-wife. But you, I can still sue you.
Hold on, stop making that up!
You don't know the law? 3 years ago, I didn't know who she was cheating on me with.
Wait, you mean?
I was 2 steps ahead of them. I knew the 3-year mark was approaching when Aimi first called me. So I knew they knew about the 3-year rule. They probably thought they were in the clear. But then I called the meeting before the 3 years were up. So they came up with a bunch of excuses to delay the meeting. They thought they had this whole thing figured out. But I knew about the law. So I prepared my case against Sho instead of Aimi. I found out she was seeing him on November 24th. So I still had some time. You should have been more thorough with your research. Too bad. And Aimi, I'm still gonna sue you.
What? But it's been 3 years.
I'm not suing you for that. I'm suing you for defamation.
What? Stop making things up. You've got no proof.
Yeah, you got nothing on us!
You sure about that?
What the?
It was a video of our last conversation. I knew something was up, so I recorded everything just in case. I've got more than enough evidence against you two. My lawyer said I had a solid case against you.
What?
But this recording alone doesn't prove anything.
Maybe not. But I reached out to my old colleagues. I sent them the recording, and they're willing to testify.
What?
I know you've been spreading false rumors about me. After I got them on tape, I went to see my old colleagues. They all believed Aimee first, but after I showed them the video, they all apologized to me. Aimee was telling people that I beat her. None of it was true, but she was a pretty good liar. That's why everyone at work stopped talking to me. Makes sense, I guess. But why did you guys do this? Let me guess. You're broke, aren't you?
What? No!
Don't lie. I know you got fired. I did some research and turns out Sho got fired from his job. So they came up with this brilliant plan to shake me down. They made it look like I was harassing her for many years.
Please forgive me! I apologize!
Yeah, please, you'll ruin us.
Seriously? You're joking me, right? You came to my house and threatened my wife. You two are going down!
No!
Talk to my lawyer from now on. I'm done here. I contacted the police after that. They started looking into the case again. It didn't take them long to figure out that all those emails were fakes. And the rock in the window? It was Sho. He was on the neighbor's door cam. This was a civil lawsuit, so they probably thought the police wouldn't find out. A few days later, Sho's relatives found out about this. Aimee got fired, and Sho got kicked out of the family. They lost everything. They were screwed. But not my problem. Oh, and I'm still gonna sue them. So, good luck to them, I guess. As for me, my wife gave birth to a beautiful baby boy the other day. I was a father now! It was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out.